Now, there is growing anti-Trump hysteria. We all know it across the country. And talked about it with Sean Hannity on his radio program today. Hannity and I disagree. Hannity thinks that the hysteria is going to grow and grow and get worse and worse and worse. I think that we're at a point now, particularly in the Chicago situation, where Americans who are not ideological, who are just regular folks, they vote, but they're not involved emotionally with ideology. They've had enough of this progressive left. They've had enough of the anarchy, enough of the violence, enough. And they're going to turn against the progressive left. That's my opinion, that the progressive left has peaked. And now Pritzker, I think he's through. I think he's done. How that manifests itself, I don't know. But his reputation, my God. Anyway, the hysteria is growing. And the progressive left, the leftists, they don't see that they're overdoing it. So I'm going to run 3 sound bites in. The first one is Oregon Attorney General Dan Rayfield. Go.
He's weaponizing the Department of Justice. He's normalizing the military. He's talking about rigging our elections to maintain power in November. He's talking about cutting down on the free press. This is not America. These are the things you expect in a different country. These are things we cannot tolerate. And again, I say this a lot, but we as Americans cannot allow ourselves to become the frog in boiling water. We need to give voice to these issues and push back as often as we can.
Well, the frog disagrees. Rigging the election. What do you mean? And the MS Now anchor just sits there. It doesn't say, well, what do you mean about rigging the election? What does that mean? Yeah, they can say anything they want. And for the second one, and I'm sorry to inflict this upon you, but it's amusing, is The View. Go.
There is crime in American cities, but the way to deal with it is get the funding that you need for police, get the training that you need, and work with local officials.
This is a pretext to stop the next election. That's what I think it is.
I would say it might also be a distraction from the hearing that's going on right now about the Epstein file.
There is no hearing on the Epstein trial. Okay, no hearing. And Behar, this is a pretext to stop the next election. And how might that happen, madam? Now, they've reached the point of Mad Magazine. Remember Mad Magazine, Alfred E. Newman, What Me Worry? It was a satirical magazine. If you don't know it, Google it. That's what The View is. It's Mad Magazine now. Let's face it, the U.S. economy is under stress. National debt rising, trade war shaking the markets. And meanwhile, China is dumping the dollar and stockpiling gold. That's why I protected my savings with physical gold and silver through the only dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. And you can do this. Get precious metals delivered to your door or place in a tax-advantaged gold IRA. They'll even help you roll over your existing IRA or 401k, tax and penalty free. With billions in precious metals delivered, thousands of 5-star reviews, and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau, you can trust American Hartford Gold as I do. Please call 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Again, that's 866-501-5201 or text BILL to 65532. Thank you for watching. To view full episodes of the No Spin News anytime, sign up to become a BillO'Reilly.com premium or concierge member today.